everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to go ahead and touch upon a fragrance that was released in the year 2012. The fragrance is part of the Oud Star series from the house of Xerjoff. We're talking about Gal. Now Gal, again, released in 2012, I have the actual exploratory bottle, which is part of the greater series from the Oud Star set. So I've been meaning to get to and review all 6 of these, and this is the third one that I'm reviewing called Gal. Now, the Discovery set you can purchase for roughly around $265 from the last count that I have, or you can choose to purchase the actual bottles themselves. The 50 milliliter is going to run you about $310 retail, so it is a little bit more on the expensive side. Now, I've been waiting to review this fragrance just because the Oud Star series is very dark. It's a heavier type of a scent, and it's more towards the winter. So I started squirreling up some of my notes and getting ready to review some of these fragrances, for the cold months that are coming up for it. And I've been meaning to get to this. This is the third one from the Oud Star series that I'm getting my hands on. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and dive right into the notes of this fragrance. The notes of this fragrance consist of patchouli, amber, saffron, cypriol oil, juniper, resins, and Xerjoff balsam. So when you spray this, immediately I get a very medicinal oud type scent. It's a medicinal oud type scent that sticks around for a bit, and I'd say for a bit, I mean like half an hour. But after that half an hour is done, it's really replaced with a very beautiful scent. I mean, all of the notes that you get in this, you can that you see listed, you can actually smell in it. With the exception of, I don't know what cypriol oil is, just because it was known for another name, and I completely forgot. But all of the other notes I can actually attest to. So patchouli, amber, saffron, the juniper, the resins, and the balsam you can definitely get from this. And depending on the sensitivity of your nose, will pick out the most, or pick out which notes it sees as most from this. But what I get from this is juniper, oud, resins, and saffron. Those are the 4 strongest notes to my nose, basically. And after that half an hour mark, once that medicinal kind of feel disappears from it, that's where this fragrance really becomes magical. The closest scent that I can think of that smells like Gal in its dried out is Tom Ford's Oud Wood, and it's a very nice scent that screams sexy when it's put on, and especially when it's worn on the skin rather than on the clothes or anything else. It really mixes with your skin chemistry well, and to produce something that's very sexy, very alluring, at the same time a little animalistic and safe at the same time. It has this magical kind of quality and feel to it, which is saying a lot, but it is a very nice and a very pleasant smell. So if comparing Oud Wood versus this, I'd say that this smells very similar in the dry down, but it's a little bit heavier than Oud Wood is. But they both kind of suffer from the same things or problems that that I'll touch upon in a bit. But either way, I go about 3 sprays on this fragrance. Now, this fragrance is not one that projects heavily. It's one that sits closer to your skin, but when people are close to you, they'll smell it. They will not smell it if they are standing more than like 2 feet away from you. This isn't one of those scents that projects well. It does linger a bit in the air, so as you walk around, you're going to leave a nice little sillage trail, which is extremely nice. It has that purpose, basically. And as far as length goes, this one lasts on my skin anywhere between like 7 and 10 hours is what I was getting out of this one. Now, this is a good fall and winter scent. Just because of the fact that it's a little bit heavier. I'm famous for saying that Oud Wood is a scent that lasts year-round. This one is a little bit heavier, on the heavier side, and I think it's a little bit better meant for fall and for winter. It's a good fragrance for older people. I don't think that younger people can pull this one off quite effectively. Oud can be a tricky scent with the younger crowd, but if you can pull it off, by all means, go ahead, give it a shot. This is a great night out scent. To work, not so much. Any other scenario, not so much. This is a great night out or date scent, in my opinion. So, compliment-wise, this one did not get any compliments that are unsolicited or anything like that when wearing it around. What it did get compliments on was when I passed people and I was like, oh, how does this smell, basically? And I kind of do my smell tester on people. And a lot of women, especially, were floored by this one. The guys thought that was a okay scent, but it was really women that were floored by this scent. So this is one of those fragrances, to me, that flies under the radar as far as compliments goes. If you're looking for a fragrance that is going to smell good on you, to women specifically, I think this is one scent that you definitely want to look towards. It's a great night out fragrance, but not a versatile fragrance in that. So I'm going to go ahead and give this fragrance a rating. I give it a rating at 8 out of 10. I think this is a very solid fragrance, and the only reasons that this fragrance is not a 10 or driving it down from a 10 are the price. It's an extremely expensive fragrance, and 50 milliliters, for $310 is a hard pill to swallow. That said, that fragrance is going to last you your entire life. There's no way that you're going to get through that whole bottle based on the usage or when I think that you can actually use it. It's a great smell and mixes extremely well with your skin. But the other reason why it doesn't get those perfect marks is it's not a versatile fragrance. It's very segmented. It's very straightforward. It's got one purpose only. But it fits that purpose extremely well. So if, however, you are not a fan of oud, you will not like this fragrance. Just because this has, at the end of the day, this is an oud fragrance. It's part of the Oud Stars line. And if you don't like oud, you're probably not going to like this one. Alright? So if you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free. Send me a message, leave me a note, do whatever you got to do. Thank you guys. Take care of yourselves and have a great day.